G'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 online money method video. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you many different ways to make millions of dollars in the game this week as a solo player. Of course, if you do go on to enjoy today's video, then leaving a like and subscribing is greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's go. Alright, money method number 1 this week in GTA 5 Online. Make your way, well, you could make your way to the Rockstar Featured series to get things started, but I wouldn't recommend it this week. It's not paying double money or RP at all, so you can make your way here. But what you want to do is go to the pause menu, online jobs, play job, Rockstar created races, and select any of the land races. Now they're currently paying 4 times money and RP. By the way, happy Independence Day for those of you in the United States. Happy Independence Day week in GTA Online. You can see in the gameplay here races, quadruple money and RP. And to get things started without any further ado, we have got a across the wilderness, I believe it's called, this race. So one of the OG races in GTA Online. Let me know what you think, whether this should be just a full-time replacement in terms of the payout for these races. I personally think quadruple money and RP, like if races were paying out this much amount of money every time you raced in GTA Online, I think a lot more people would play races, and the racing community in GTA Online would definitely come back. It was pretty big around the time when stunt races came out, and especially when the game first came out with these land races. But yeah, bit of a throwback to, or trip down memory lane, a bit of nostalgia to get back this week in GTA Online. They're paying quadruple money in RP, like I just mentioned, and for a race win with a full lobby of about 8 players, you could make about $50,000 for a race win this week. So yeah, if this is something you fancy, definitely hit each other up in the comment section with your gamer tags to help each other out and give it a crack. Alright, money method number 2 this week in GTA 5 Online. It's our regular weekly time trial Maze Bank Arena with a part-time of just shy of 1 minute and 18 seconds. So what you want to do is go to the vicinity of the starting area of this time trial. It'll be the purple circle. Grab your fastest non-HSW vehicle. And I get a few comments all the time in these videos. People say, Captain, why is it you need to use a non-HSW vehicle for the regular time trial? Well, it's quite simple. With this time trial, it's a regular time trial, so simply you can't complete it with a HSW compatible vehicle. So what I would strongly suggest you do is use the Batty 801 for this time trial. It's $15,000 off of the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, and you're guaranteed going to be completing this every time. Now, of course, if you're a higher ranked player, you have a higher chance, or a much better chance, of fully upgrading the Batty 801, but its handling, its top speed is exceptional. I'd also recommend you pull back on your left analog stick to perform a wheelie at all times on this motorcycle. And when you complete it, you'll make $100,000. But when we get to the beginning of this time trial, you go within the vicinity of the starting area, press right D-pad, start the time trial, then go to your map and set a waypoint to the end destination, which is going to be a yellow icon. So once you do this, you can simply back out of the map, go to your phone, job list, quit the job, and simply start the time trial from there. Go all the way through to the end of this time trial, like I'm showing you guys on screen here. In just over 1 minute, you'll make $102,000. Alright, money method number 3 this week in GTA 5 Online, the community series we have got. You can simply make your way into the pink circle for this week's community series jobs down in Legion Square in downtown Los Santos, or you could go to your pause menu, online jobs, play job, Rockstar created community jobs, and select any community job that is paying triple money and RP this week. What I would recommend you do is go into a public session, press left D-pad, go and call for the job. You're guaranteed going to be finding a full lobby, and I'd recommend, as I said, do it in a public session. So you can see this one here was a team deathmatch. It's kind of like a king of the hill. You need to basically secure the most amount of zones, and when you capture a hill, you will basically accumulate points for that amount of time, or that period of time that you have secured that hill. Eventually, the team with the most amount of points by the end of the timer is ultimately going to be either the round or match winner, depending on how many rounds you've set for the first team to win. So this week, with it paying double money, triple money and RP, depends on what your community job is, but you could be making upwards of about $50,000 to $60,000. This one here we made $30K, but we didn't have too many players in it. Money method number 4 this week in GTA 5 Online, it's your HSW time trial RON alternates with a part-time of 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Now this time trial here, definitely get your fastest HSW compatible vehicle, bring it to the purple circle. Once you're within the vicinity of the starting area, press right D-pad, go ahead to your map, and simply set a waypoint to the end destination. Again, like the regular time trial, press or select that waypoint, which is going to be a yellow icon on your screen. And from this point, you can go to your map or back out of the map, bring up your phone, job list, and quit the job. Now, alternatively, you could hold triangle or Y, depending on which console you're playing on, whether it's PlayStation or Xbox. As you can see, dipping and weaving through the traffic here, and you can see I am using the Hakuchu drag as my motorcycle of choice. You can use a HSW compatible car. However, for this one, I would definitely recommend you use the motorcycle. Most of the time, the Hakuchu drag is going to help you out. But bang, look at that, flung off the bike just like that. I'm going to show you, we still complete this HSW time trial with plenty of time left. So I'm showing you the display or the route that you should take for the beginning of this HSW time trial. Basically, you want to get onto this freeway here, this highway here, depending on where you're located in the world, Australia, United States, the United Kingdom. But from this point, eventually you take a right-hand turn, a sweeping left-hander here, eventually getting onto this route here, and you will be making your way across over to the bridge, which is going to be in the next clip here. So just making sure you're keeping an eye out for traffic along the way as well. And for this Hakuchu drag motorcycle, I definitely recommend you lean forward. On this motorcycle, it's definitely the opposite of the Batty 801, where its speed is primarily made up from popping wheelies. This relies on downforce, so you want to be leaning as far forward as you can, so you're getting all the wind blowing behind you and pushing you along, or you're basically punching a hole in the air. So from this point, you can see 250k in just 2 minutes. Money method number 5 this week in GTA 5 Online. Make your way to your salvage yard in GTA Online. This week, salvage yard tow trucks, or the tow truck service, is paying double money in LP. It's very simple. All you need to do is go and launch the tow truck service job. And from this point, you can go ahead and pick up one of the vehicles. So go to its location, lower the tow truck or the hook on the back of the tow truck, pick up the vehicle that you need to. It'll have a blue arrow hovering over it, and eventually take it back to the salvage yard. Now, it'll take about 48 minutes, so one in-game day to generate your money. You'll make around between $60,000 to $80,000 every 48 minutes, depending on the vehicle that you have salvaged. And money method number 6 this week in GTA 5 Online, you'll need an auto shop, and from this point you can see the client jobs here. So we got 2 vehicles that we could go ahead and service and simply sell to the buyer. You press right D-pad to modify this car, and eventually what you'll do is you will then have to pay a fee. It's $35,000. From that point, you then go and deliver the vehicle to the customer. Make sure you don't damage the car, and you will make $50,000 for that car. So that's going to be all profit, paying double money. You can do this for 2 cars at a time. Every 48 minutes, there will be a new car that spawns. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this week. Be sure to complete the weekly challenge by winning 2 races, land races. You'll make an additional 100k. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share it with a friend. Have an amazing week. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Take care.